happening now.
A nationwide outrage continues. Protests, some of them violent, continue to erupt in the streets across America. The latest on efforts to contain the unrest. Plus, holding those accountable for police misconduct. Governor Cuomo lays out a plan for police reform. And more Central New Yorkers take to the streets in peaceful protest in efforts to end racism in America.
From WSYR TV Syracuse, the local station, you're watching the Morning News.
And good morning at 6 o'clock. I'm Dan Cummings. Good to see you. Second day of June. And Kate Thornton, we've got another decent day working, huh?
Not too shabby. A little bit of rain around this morning, and then we'll kind of end our day with a little bit of rain. But the middle part, the meat potatoes of the day, everything actually looks pretty nice. Temperatures, we are starting off much milder this morning thanks to the extra cloud cover. And also we're tracking a little bit of rain. We've had some sprinkles, some light showers in Oswego County. Some steadier rains have been moving into parts of the Finger Lakes, more so out towards Canandaigua, Penyan, and Watkins Glen. So not a lot for the immediate central New York area. So we're generally cloudy today, but generally dry as well. We'll kind of bookend with chances of showers, but we could even be looking at thunderstorms overnight. We'll break that down for you in the Timecast coming up.
All right, Kate, thank you. Across the nation, across the state of New York, and across central New York, protests taking the streets in response to the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis last week. Take a look in Tompkins County, city of Ithaca, where protesters blocked this major intersection downtown. The Ithaca Voice took this video right at Cayuga and Clinton Streets. Ithaca police say there was some contact with the protesters, but nobody was hurt, nobody was arrested. Well, take a look here in Cortland. Signs of hope and real solidarity. That's a Cortland City police officer linking arms with some of the protesters yesterday by Courthouse Park in Cortland. In Fulton, not so good. An investigation has been launched into this Fulton police officer who shared a controversial social media post referencing the death of George Floyd. That officer has now been fired. Fulton's mayor says she has zero tolerance for this kind of action. Well, this is the east side of Buffalo last night, where a peaceful protest turned violent. A city officer and a state trooper both hospitalized after being struck by a car that had driven through a line of officers at the protest. The Erie County executive says the driver of the car and the passengers are all in custody. Both officers are in stable condition. State police say their trooper had non-life-threatening injuries. Well, it was a much different scene, thankfully, in Syracuse again last night. Another night of peaceful protests, and they came to an end just before 10 p.m., this time without a curfew or any trouble with police. Julia LeBlanc joins us now to tell us all about it. Julia, good morning. Tell us more about last night's peaceful protests downtown.
Good morning, Dan. We had multiple groups of protesters gathering in the city of Syracuse yesterday. Some people getting here as early as 8 o'clock in the morning, but the others really coming here after 2 in the afternoon. Now, one of those groups led by religious leaders, and the others generations of people searching for justice for George Floyd. But no matter which group you're with, everyone at one point in time coming here to the public safety building. Now, throughout the march, Syracuse police even working with them to talk about what their next move should be. They ended up walking to the south side of Syracuse and back.